What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the weirdest and most disturbing videos from all over the internet. Without further ado, let's get to the video. Hope you enjoy.
Comforting facts that will make your day. In movies where they use dogs as actors, editors have to commonly CGI another tail on the dog because they won't stop wagging it. Because guinea pigs are considered very social animals, it is illegal and considered animal abuse in Switzerland to own just one. All of the cardigans Mr. Rogers wore on camera were knit by his mother. Bees take naps in flowers. This penguin that lives in Norway was actually recently officially knighted. Otters hold each other's hands when they sleep so that their mate won't float away. Van Gogh didn't start painting until his late 20s. Whatever you're going through in life right now, it's not gonna last.
These are the scariest Japanese urban legends, part 3. This is Hachisaku-sama, also known as the 8-foot-tall woman. And she's definitely the scariest Japanese urban legend ever. She takes the form of an impossibly tall woman with a very deep voice. And she loves preying on children from the ages of 9 to 11. She wears a white dress with a white hat and no shoes. Hachisaku-sama stalks her victims for days before catching them, and sometimes up to months. But no matter what, if she's stalking you, you're dead 100%, because there is no way to escape Hachisaku-sama. Her main powers are teleportation and invincibility. So whatever you do, if you see Hachisaku-sama, just try and run. This is Kuchisaki Yona, also known as the Slit-Mouthed Woman. She's a very dangerous demonic Japanese spirit. She is recognized by her horrible slit mouth that is covered by a doctor's mask. This happened because her samurai husband found out she was cheating. He slit her mouth with his sword so she wouldn't be pretty anymore. She then died and now roams the earth as a vengeful spirit. She hides behind walls and bushes to stalk students after school. She then goes up to one of the students and asks if she's pretty. If the student replies no, she will immediately kill them with her huge scissors. But if the student said yes, she would take off her surgical mask and ask again. If the student then says no, she would then cut them in half, but if they say yes, she would then cut their face just like hers. Kuchisaki Yona is extremely dangerous and I hope nobody ever sees her, because in my opinion, she might be the scariest urban legend of all time.
Okay, first thing first. Now, I don't mean to be racist, but Huchikachi Sushi Roll, whatever your name is, I have no respect for you. Once again, I don't mean no racism. I love Asians and it has nothing to do with them. I'm talking specifically to the ghost. Because a demonic ghost that scares kids and stalks them doesn't get no respect from me, you know? I hope you get it. But yeah, I mean, what's wrong with these ghost ladies? I mean, like go dance or something with the handsome ghost males. Leave the, like, what are you doing on school playgrounds? Harassing the kids during recess, you know what I mean? Like, go do your ghostly nails, you know? I don't know if y'all have hair, but maybe go brush your ghost hair. Leave the kids out of this. You ain't scaring no one. Ugly, get out of my face.
They're said to be responsible for thousands of missing children in Alaska. This is the Colup. It is an Inuit legend that haunts the waters of their land in northern Alaska. Even though these creatures are in the water, they are far from what you think mermaids and sirens look like. They are more fishy in appearance, with greasy yet slimy hair, and scaly skin with webbed fingers. They are said to lure unsuspected children into the water with their humming. And if the children aren't near the water enough, they will snatch them through the ice. Before we continue this story, you see this thing snatch your kid down into the water. What are you doing? Leave your answers down below. Me personally, we don't have to panic. I can just make another one. They put them in these large fur jackets and pouches called emotics and swim them down into the deep, dark, cold water, feeding on the children's young, innocent energy in order to stay immortal forever. Countless mothers even today warn their children every day not to venture alone too close to the water. Now this right here is supposedly a movie prop, but this is exactly what one would look like if you saw it. So if you're ever in Alaska, make sure you're staying safe away.
Let's put the baby snatching and the baby drowning swamp creatures to the side for a second. What are you doing naked in my video? Put a shirt on. Nobody's trying to see this. And he has a durag on like me. I feel triggered, to be honest. And when it comes to those, I don't even know what to call them. Let's call them swamp creatures. I know they live in the water, but still, let's try to burn them, you know? I don't think that they're gonna be immune to my flamethrower. And matter of fact, they deserve it. Out here drowning people for no reason. I hope a killer whale swallows y'all, to be honest. Y'all shouldn't be here. Anyways.
We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, I mean complete demolition by 12 o'clock, and it'll happen over a period of 4 hours. If
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hello. She wants to come in, Tessa.
Oh look, proof that skinwalkers are real. Proceeds to show us a dog dying from a seizure or a stroke. Like the dog in the first clip either had rabies or was dying from a seizure. I guarantee you this. Nothing to do with skinwalkers. And the other one was like a goat or something. Who cares? I know it's ugly, but it doesn't make it a skinwalker.
Test your phobia. Scopophobia.
Shocking war facts that school definitely didn't teach you. Part 3. During a sea battle between Uruguay and Brazil, Uruguay was low on ammunition, so they made cannonballs out of stale cheese they had on board the ship, and this actually led to them winning the fight. Plastic surgery was actually created during World War II by a surgeon who fixed soldiers' faces who had been shot in the war. During the Korean War, a group of Marines were low on ammunition and codenamed the delivery Operation Tootsie Rolls. However, the radio operator misunderstood and sent a mass delivery of Tootsie Rolls instead. A lot of people know the story of Adolf Hitler, one of the most evil people in history to ever live, but less know the story of William Hitler, his half-nephew who fled to the US, served in the American Navy, and was even awarded a purple—
Scary facts you wish you never knew. Don't try to look at yourself in the mirror at the middle of the night, because from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. your reflection.
First thing first. One thing I don't appreciate is you showing us videos and cutting them halfway. What's the point? Make sure not to look at yourself in the mirror between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. because video's gone. What's the point? And like always, I'm not gonna edit it out. I'm gonna leave it in the video because I want y'all to suffer with me. We're in this together.
Because if I was a red panda, y'all would have been sued. The way we play with this fire cat's name deserves a lawsuit. So the red panda got its name from Ponya, meaning bamboo eater. Which brings us to our first problem, because the red panda was first described in 1825 by Frédéric Cuvier, versus Oreo wasn't named until 1869, meaning this is the OP. Original panda. The black and white bean chair of a bear inherited the panda name because folks saw me bamboo and were like, damn, you too, and gave them the panda stamp. Even though red and giant pandas aren't even closely related, one's a bear and one's a bear. Somehow, after being clocked over 40 years later, giant pandas became so popular that they basically snatched a panda name, to the point where you had signs calling OP the lesser panda. He might stand for that, but I won't. The giants became so popular that they basically became the face of endangered animals despite not being one in the last 10 years. They even got to be the logo of the WWF, but why them and not the original panda? Well, apparently you save a lot on printing by making your mascot monochrome, so yeah. Colorism. Not like he was gonna get the credit anyway, because if you know the Firefox company and the Firefox mascot, then you know it was based on... yeah. The worst part is, this all could have been easily avoided, because you remember how I said Cuvier first described them in 1825? Well, Thomas Hardwick actually clocked them back in 1821, when he presented a report on them to the Linnaean Society, except he didn't call them pandas, he called them a wah, as in based on their call. But his work wasn't published until 1827, and with Cuvier beating him by 2 years, he got the naming rights. If Tom could have just locked in a little earlier, we'd be calling this a wah, or chihuahua, or honestly anything's better than a lesser. Yeah, I think we all owe the red panda an apology.
I don't personally have a problem with pandas or orange pandas, red pandas, whatever they're called. But I truly feel like they're pointless creatures. Like, I put them in the same category as mosquitoes, you know? Like, they're pointless. They have no defense mechanism, and they can barely roll on their stomachs. I don't think we should bring out the flamethrower when it comes to pandas, because they're still a little cute and innocent, but yeah, they're kind of pointless. Get them away from me.
Red panda an apology.
Historical belongings that survived. King Edward VII love chair, made because he's fat and he had more than 50 mistresses. King Henry VIII armor. Queen Elizabeth I coronation glove. Comparison between Queen Elizabeth I and Elizabeth II coronation gloves. Catherine the Great furniture. Warning, do not look it up. Marie Antoinette's death mask. Queen Victoria's mourning dress. Shirt worn by King Charles I at the time of his execution. Queen Victoria's drawing of King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. Tooth and hair belonging to Catherine Parr.
They say the demon never appears because it doesn't need to. The curse starts with instructions. Say the words in front of the kitchen. Say them in front of the bedroom. Say them where the house feels quiet for no reason. Never skip a room. At first, nothing happens. No shadows, no voices, just the feeling that something is waiting. Then you start losing small things. Moments, thoughts, time. You replay videos you don't remember recording. You pause, but the words keep going in your head. They say the demon doesn't take you right away. It listens. It learns your voice. It waits until you finish. Because you only get 2 chances. One to stop reading, one to walk away. And if you reach the last line, the curse doesn't follow you. It stays. You're not scared because it's fake. You're scared because you already read it.
Man, what the letter F is the lady talking about? And yes, I know it sounded a little weird. I just don't want to cuss. What is she talking about? The whole video felt possessed. There's something about this lady at the bottom that we don't know about, and I don't want to find out, to be honest. On to the next one. I'm getting scared over here.
You may have heard that 100% of space crime has been committed by lesbians, but it isn't true. Anne McClain was one of NASA's brightest prospects. She's well educated, flew over 200 combat missions in Iraq, is a Master Army aviator, and after completing Naval Pilot Test School, she joined NASA. In 2014, Anne met Summer Warden online, and they got married later the same year. But in 2018, Summer filed for divorce, which led to a messy custody battle over Summer's son, who had been born before they met. But before the divorce could be settled, Anne was launched into space for her first mission, where they continued to argue by email. While Anne was in space, Summer went to NASA, the FTC, and the media, accusing Anne of identity theft and improperly accessing her bank account. An investigation was launched, and Anne actually had to hire a lawyer from space to defend herself. In the end, Anne had done nothing wrong, and the investigation found she had only accessed the couple's shared bank account, which they both had a password for. Summer was convicted of lying to federal authorities and sentenced to 3 months in prison, 2 years probation, and must pay $210,000 in restitutions. Anne's still an astronaut.
If you do this, you will have a seat designed for you in hellfire. Listen to this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother Mu'min Sulaiman, aka Mabu Mecca, and I'm here to inform you about Islam and to educate you on Islam and to remind you on Islam. Hey, mashallah. Whoever shared this video and people benefit from it, it will be in your book of good deeds even after you die. Hey, mashallah. So share this video for the sake of Allah and comment something that would benefit the people. Anyway, many of us share Islamic videos. We share with our friends, we share with our families, so on, etc. And we never check the sources of the videos that we share or the text that we share, the hadith, the Islamic stories, and so on, etc. With that being said, it is very important to always check the source of the hadith or the Islamic videos, the person that is speaking about, or anything that you share that has to do with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Islam. Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever lies on me, i.e., to share a hadith that is fabricated, and especially you know it's a lie, then you will have a seat in the hellfire. Allahu Akbar, scary, bro. Many people, they share fake hadith, fabricated hadith, lies on the Prophet ﷺ. And when we advise them and say, hey, take your video down, you have over 3 million views on it, Allah Azza wa Jalla will punish you, do this, they will not take their videos down because it has 3 million views. And they do not know that this video will be the source for them. It will be their destination and their reason to enter hellfire. Wal-iyadhu billah. Oh, it's scary, wallahi, bro. Do not share fabricated hadith. And especially if somebody advises you and they show you the source, it is fake, then it is a must upon you to take the video down and to delete it. If you don't do that, then you will be a person that will have...
Let's put all religious things aside. We're not talking about religions here. People can believe in whatever they want to believe in. No judgment here. But first of all, wipe the fungus off your forehead. I know what causes it. It's mainly the praying mats, but I've looked at it and scientific. I think it's been proving already that this is fungus. And I mean, come on, yo. Let's not lie to each other here. He's talking about if you have 3 million followers, 3 million views on a YouTube video, and it contains a little bit of misinformation, you will burn in hellfire for eternity. Like I said, the people are free to believe in whatever they want to believe in. I don't have a problem with it, but I have the right to laugh and find it funny because freedom of speech, buddy.
That'll make your day slightly better, part 1. When a human sees a puppy, a chemical called dopamine is released in the brain. Elephants also release dopamine when they see people, meaning that they think we're cute in the same way we think puppies are cute. There's a YouTube channel called Dad, How Do I that teaches young people things that would typically be taught by a father figure. From how to change a tire to how to tie a tie, fans of the channel think it's super helpful. When you're on a walk with your dog and they stop to take a dump, you may notice that your fluffy friend is staring at you as they poop. They do this because they're in a defenseless position and they're trusting you to keep them safe. There are more public libraries in the US than McDonald's. After the horrific events of 9/11, a small Kenyan tribe known as the Maasai people gave 14 cows to the US, meaning that true love
actually exists. Mickey Mouse ended up marrying the woman who played Minnie Mouse, meaning that true love actually exists.
Native legends you might not know, and buckle up because this is a dark one. This is the legend of Walking Sam. This is a very dark and sinister spirit that, in my opinion, is very similar to another entity known as the Hat Man, which is for another video, but they seem to be very similar in appearance, such as being tall and dark as midnight, extremely thin, and wearing a top hat. What makes Walking Sam different is when he raises his arms, you can see that he carries the souls of the men and women who have fallen victim to him. His eerie whistling can be heard deep in the woods or sometimes in very unlit areas as a warning sign, and that's how he gets into his victims' heads. Once he does, many say they hear voices and whispers in their heads, making them feel worthless and unable to bear the hardships of life. Due to the horrible living conditions or circumstances such as generational trauma that the natives go through, it is he who targets them and are more impressionable, and some eventually give in to that dark calling, giving him another victim to add to his coat. The elders would always tell us to always take care of one another and to check in with each other to make sure that the evil and dark spirits never have a reason to visit. That's why community and family are very important, or even doing something that makes you happy, like taking care of yourself and your mental health, which is very important. So if you want to join the community here and learn more about Walking Sam and other native legends, be sure to join my YouTube and podcast at Sacred Cree. Take care.
To keep it real with all of you, I wish Walking Sam would. He's getting whooped. I'm dragging him all over the forest. And I'm wearing his hat. What is he gonna do? You ain't snatching me, Walking Sam. I'ma walk all over you. I may be a little cringe, but I feel some type of way about this tall alien.
If you have these signs and it's happening in your home, then know you have either jinns living in your home or your house is affected by black magic. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother Mu'min Abu Mecca. May Allah honor you and elevate you for watching my videos. Like this video, share this video, and follow me for more, inshallah. Many people who pray, who recite the Quran and do good have problems in their home and they don't know why. Is it envy? Is it black magic? Is it jinns? Here today I want to talk to you about if you have these signs in your home, know and understand it's either jinns or black magic in your home. And many people have this problem, and I want you to be educated on this topic, inshallah, and share this video so people can be aware. Anyway, first sign, we have many insects in your home, especially black ants. You get rid of these ants, they come back again. And likewise, like many of roaches, cockroaches. And this is from the norm. Many houses have roaches. But let's say your house is clean. You sealed every hole. You killed those roaches. You got rid of them. And they managed to come back again in a bunch. No, there's jinns in your house or there's black magic. Also, if there's worms, bunch of worms, it can also be black magic in your home. And there's another narration that it can be envy, ayn al-hasad, envy. Second sign is to see figures in your home, scary figures, or you can see something that passed by you quickly. Many people see that once or twice, but I'm talking about every time you see this type of stuff, or you hear things, you hear sounds, you hear somebody call your name, but there's nobody there. You see, you sitting down watching a movie, or you sitting down in the kitchen, you see something just pass by you quickly. You see somebody by the door, or you think you saw something, and this happens all the time, then know there's black magic in your home, or there's jinns living inside your home. And lastly, if you smell a rotten smell, a stinky smell in your home, and you don't know where it's coming from, but you're smelling it, and this happens all the time, okay? No, there is black magic. And let's say if you cleaned the house, you wiped it down with Phobia, with bleach.
I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm dying here. I had to pause it. I need to say something. I think that the disgusting smell coming out of his house is from the fungus on his forehead. he's also talking about if you happen to see ants in your household, just know that your home is possessed by devils. What about it could just be ants walking in, you know? It's like, what does a spider in the corner of your room signify? Lucifer himself? Beware the ants.
You name it, just to get rid of that smell comes back. No, there are jinns living in your home, or there's black magic. If any of you guys had experienced this, then please call a sheikh, connect with a sheikh that does ruqya, and let him come.
Plants that are similar to human body parts. To the lips.
Run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Burn.
So in Romanian mythology, there are these feminine entities known as the eel. They're only seen at night, dancing with 3 to 9 other members going around in a circle, very similar to that video. And they love to dance off of mountains, cliffs, glacial lakes, sunny meadows, and they do not like being watched. And if they catch you, they can do some pretty violent things to, be frank, are quite gory. It is said that if you see a circle burnt into the ground with no grass whatsoever, you better not pass it. And even animals walk through this circle. That is because if you do walk through that circle, you will fall ill. And though it may seem simple, just don't look at them while they're dancing. They are absolutely gorgeous to look at and are always tempting to watch. Trust me, do not watch them dance. Though the origin of the eel isn't really known, some say they were the daughters of Alexander the Great. However, some say they were undead women in the woods. But there's one thing people can agree on about the eel: everything they touch is dangerous and can kill you.
Historical women who suffered too much. Lady Jane Grey, 1537 to 1554, beheaded for nothing and died too young. Mary Stuart, 1542 to 1587, being queen and married too young, lost her first husband, and many people tried to kill her, miscarried children, beheaded and betrayed by her husband. Anne de Bretagne, 1477 to 1514, treated like a piece of meat by men for keeping Bretagne in France, had miscarriage and married too young. Sissy, 1837 to 1898, married too young, had eating disorder and lost her son and daughter. She was murdered and forced to be apart from her own children. Mata Hari, 1876 to 1917, married too young, executed for nothing. Eleanor d'Aquitaine, 1122 to 1204, married too young, imprisoned by her husband for 15 years.
Anyways, your video is now officially over. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.